You made the decision that this would be your last season as a head coach in the National Hockey League. What was that decision process like?
That was easy, to be honest with you. It's, for me, I look at it this way. There's 2 teams, maybe 3 teams a year that are in rebuild mode. We all know who those teams are. And everybody else is in their first or last. And I wanted to be fair to Doug. And, you can always change as you move forward, but I wanted to tell him that we needed to get ready in transition here for sure. And the only way I could do that is know what my heart was feeling. And that was that there's a good chance that this might be it. But I also want to treat it like I want this to be my best season here.
So when you made that decision, then you talked with Doug Armstrong. Your successor in St. Louis has been hired, and Mike, you've got that edge. You've got another season to plan for. How have you managed not doing any reflecting on the process yet because of the task ahead?
Well, because I've made the decision that I want this to be my best year, not just my last year. Like I said to you before, first, last, there's 26, 27 teams like this. I know there's coaches that have been in the league a long time. They're thinking, I better have a heck of a year. This is going to be my last. So I'm not looking at it like that. I'm looking at this. I want this to be my best. This is a team that's improved a lot in the last few years. We've had a good run last year. We want to have a better run this year, but I want this to be my best year. So Mike coming in, he's here to help. Rick Wilson, he's here to help. Steve Thomas, he's here to help. And he's here to help the rest of us. All those guys are here to help us get to another level. I want them to have great years, and I want this to be my best year.
How would you define that?
Well, obviously, the pinnacle is what it is, but I think it's getting 100% out of the relationships with the players and getting 100% effort. That's what I want. I want the best of myself so I can get the best of them. And like I said, I'm not even thinking like it's my last year because I think if you get like that, you get too far ahead of yourself. I want this to be my best, and I want this to be my best every day.
When you make that decision, has it taken any of the pressure off so you almost can go to be your best with more clarity?
No, but you get in a position where you start asking why. Why do you feel like that? And I know why I feel like that. It's hard for me to explain that to people, Chris. But unless I find a different way, that's the decision I've made. And we'll see over time, how that impacts the way I do things. But one thing it's done for me is it's really given me singular focus. It doesn't feel any different right now because I've been working on one-year deals and very happy to do it. It doesn't feel any different right now. Now, maybe at the end of the year it might feel a little bit different, but right now it feels like, man, you need to have a big year. Team needs to have a big year. I want this to be our best.
So you sound like if that edge or whatever that process is finds you, who knows what the future could hold. But does it mean that you don't necessarily actively search that out now? If it'll hit you, it'll hit you?
Yeah. If it hits me, it hits me. But I'm not going to go looking for it. I got too much at stake and too much to do now. That's my focus right now. It's 100% locked in because I got a lot of other coaches that need to have good years this year too that work for us. And I want us all to have a great year, so we put this team in a great spot.